It says you are now live.
Okay.
How do I search? I feel like I need more dressing on my salad. Who's that? That's Genevieve. Hi guys. What's up? We're still getting our shit together. Because of course we're always half ready. But we ready. We ready, right, Shayla?
We are.
How was everybody's week? Was it like as fucking
My bad.
crazy
I'm like
as
all the
ours?
way. You need your
I'm like, I gotta get to the next one. Say your highs, girl. What's up?
Hey y'all. I know I'm over here in the cut like.
Alright. Hey, Poopa. Look at our glasses. Oh, we should have Vent and Sip on them.
Courtesy.
They got our names though.
They got our names on it. I don't, guys. So thank you.
Tell her again. Tell her again. Because as soon as I saw her, I was like, I love it.
I need it. But thank y'all.
That was good. That was good.
All right. How was everybody's week? Everybody's week was lit. Was it New Year's this week? This week was New Year's.
Today's the 6th, so yeah, New Year's
had to be
might have
last
been
week.
Tuesday.
Hope you guys had like a dope New Year's.
I don't know. Did you do anything crazy?
Linda! Don't do that. Don't make me hype. They
Tell
actually
again.
make me hype.
Tell
I need
again.
it. I really need it because I'm really not feeling it. Black Power Mommy. I am trying to be a Black Power
And look
Mommy.
at my shirt. Show them your shirt.
Look, let me get them a little.
She repping. 400 years of slavery.
I think that's Nas, y'all. This is from that same brand I told you I was wearing last week.
No damn girl.
No, but I'm
She
saying
repping.
it's lit.
She repping.
It's still lit.
I'm repping for the 90s kids.
Did you hear me make a noise like an old fat person? I said,
But not an old fat person.
when I sat down. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks.
I haven't been to the gym since
Right.
since like April. No, not that long. Maybe like June.
Highs and lows.
I need to cut it out though.
That
Stop
looks
it.
that looks like somebody emptied an egg roll and then put Chinese noodles on it.
It does though. Look, y'all.
Can they see that?
It
That
does
looks
look
like
it does
really
look like you emptied an egg roll.
good.
No shit. No lie.
It's alright. It's because I was looking at you. I might want it.
So okay, highs and lows.
Highs and lows for the week. How was your week?
Finally
Finally made it, Josh. I mean Joseph.
Hey.
Oh, I'm 30 and I'm still calling you Josh. Isn't that funny? I need
You're not
help.
30 yet. You gonna stop saying that?
I'm
already.
30 in exactly 30 days.
So what?
How many days is in this
still
month?
living
Is it the
29?
5th anymore? It's
It's
not.
the 6th.
Well, my birthday is February 5th, y'all.
She ready. Oh, we should do a birthday special.
We should. That would be so freaking cute.
We should do that.
I'm supposed to go somewhere. I'm supposed to
do.
do something. Hopefully.
What do you want to do?
Well, I wanted to be on Dominican Republic.
All right, let's highs and lows. So my high was you know, I started I took over a new store and it's really cool, you know. The hours are good, everything is good, but just dealing, I guess my low is dealing with the anxiety of coming into something that I'm ready to be like, all right, let's fix this right now. Like, let's get it going. Let's get it up to my standards right now. But I still have to come to the realization that that takes time. You know, we can't rush everything. And, that is what gives us anxiety as adults. We always know what we got to do. So we always live in the future opposed to living in the moment. So that's something that I got to work on.
So that was a high and a low.
Yes, that was both of mine.
That was a combination.
What about you?
My high and low for the week. Oh, lordy. So Egypt had a fever for, we could do that. Mm-hmm. Egypt had a fever for, I'd say, 3 days. She had a high fever, like, February 5th birthday special. Ooh. 10 minutes, 30 years old. 10 months?
She said hopefully it snows, though.
What? I'm old.
No snow.
All right, but anyway, Egypt was sick. She had a high fever for, like, 3 days. So, I took her to Cohen's because I was going to work. So I'm like, perfect PA. You drop her. Come downstairs. Check on y'all. Whatever you need, I'll hold it down. They gave her a RVP, which is basically a test that they do to find out like any infections. Any infection that you got, they'll find it. So they wound up telling me she was negative flu. She was negative any respiratory anything because she is asthmatic. So I'm like, okay, great. Somehow fever was rising. I'm talking about every 4 hours. Like when every 4 hours on that. So scary. So basically, the last we went to 3 different ERs, urgent cares, whatever the situation is. Last day I took her fever was 103.7, and I was like, we're not doing this. Went to the doctor. This was PM Pediatrics and Rockville Center.
Okay.
We had a black female doctor. She was leaving. She took my case last.
Damn.
She looked at HB, said, "This looks like flu." I said, "This looks like flu to me too. This is what I've been telling them. This looks like flu. She's acting like flu, but they can't find flu." She said, "No, let me do my test." She ran the test. 5 minutes later. No, she had the Black Girl Magic test. And she was like, "That's why I always run my own flu."
You see what I'm saying?
And we found out she had the flu, which was so fucking unfortunate.
How's she doing now?
She's fine. I'm so happy. When I tell you for 6 days I did not see my daughter smile. She didn't run. She didn't get out the bed. She was just sleeping. She didn't want to eat. She was mean. It was crazy. No, she was meaner. It was crazy. But the thing that really threw me off my rocker is when they told me the medication was $180. Exactly.
$180 for medication.
$180 for my daughter to live because the flu is no fucking joke. Egypt is 2 years old. She's a tiny thing. You know what I'm saying? She has a 104 fever for all these days. It was like,
that's scary because her little body is like, oh my God, what do I do?
And when I tell you she had a fever to the point where her feet were hot. Her feet were hot, Charlie. My baby was fucked up.
Poor little nugget.
So when I tell you I was so happy when I woke up for work, and I woke up for work. Mind you, I go to work 8 to 4, so I'm waking up like 6 something, and I hear Egypt, and I'm like, am I bugging? Like, you know, am I dreaming?
Yeah.
And I swear God did that for me because before I went to work, the girl woke up before I went to work. It was jumping around the house, and it was like, I could go to work now. Like, it's okay.
But wait, could we go back to the $180, medication? I don't understand. You know, medication is something that we clearly need to feel better.
They didn't give you Tamiflu for her flu?
Tylenol and Motrin around the clock.
Girl, let's talk about that Tylenol. Yo, the every 4, and this is why I felt so bad. It was like 3 days straight of me giving my daughter straight up Tylenol and Motrin in rotation. And then they told me the medication was $180. Hello. They told me the medication was $180. I'm like, all right. I can't leave without my daughter having this medication tonight.
She needs it. That's my
responsibility. Because she needs the medication. You know what I'm saying? What can you do for me? They gave me the CVS card. It goes down to $150. I said, what can you do for me?
Again.
Once again.
I don't mean to ask for a discount, but...
And they wound up giving me the generic brand of Tamiflu, and that came out to $105. And then she needed eye drops, and that was $16 something. In total, I wound up paying about $130 for my daughter. I don't even...
Well, I don't understand why the system still has it set up like that. Like, I understand that healthcare maybe... businesses have to make money off of it because they come up with these things, right? Even though I still do feel like they kind of come up with all these type of concoctions to kill us in
Good
some
RX
type of way
didn't work,
anyway.
Genevieve, I know.
But 100 and, come on, for a kid? Bro.
For a baby. And that was the thing that made me so scared. Like, not even scared because thank God I am in the position where I could just do a couple more hours and then I'll get prescription benefits. But, like, what about the people that...
Who don't? What about them?
Like... that shit just hit me like, yo, what if, somebody I know is terminally ill or chronically ill, or what about all these people that have cancer, like, and you just gonna turn them down? They just have
Christine
to die.
Said, do you give her?
I did give her the flu shot, but that was about 3 to 4 weeks ago, so I know it wasn't a reaction from that. I know how she got the flu, but yeah, the flu shot is only effective by like nothing, and best believe next year she ain't getting it.
I personally don't do the flu shot. I think I gave one of my kids the flu shot maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. Like, that's how long ago it was. And from then I was just kind of like, I don't really like the immunizations. Yeah, my kids, they have the immunizations for school purposes and stuff like that. But all this extra shit, like, for instance, the HPV, they have like the vaccine for that. Now, if you don't know what actually causes this, how are you vaccinating people?
That's a fucking fact, because it doesn't even show up in men.
Exactly.
But you want us to give our young men, starting at 9 to 11 years old, they want to start vaccinating for HPV in men and young women, and it does not show in men.
And you making sense
You
of it.
cannot test a man and get a positive result for HPV.
But the flu changes every year. The strands change every year.
So many strands.
Whatever they give you this year was the strand from last year. So how much are you really preparing yourself? And then think about it. The flu shot is something that you can get. Just adjust. The flu shot is something that you can get anywhere. You can walk
into fucking Walgreens.
So now, what makes you feel like, This is being given out like it's like water.
Like whatever.
What are we doing? What are we doing? But that's like also the immunizations for the people who are on Medicaid opposed to people who have paid insurances. Why are our Medicaid patients getting these the what is it called? Not the lower brand, the generic brand. What is in it that is different? But because for us, we just think of the
generic
name.
brand is really a come up when it comes to medications. Let me tell you, I've done this in the supermarket and I've done this in the drugstore because, like I said, I had a fucked up tooth for a long time.
Yes.
So I was like testing all types of medication, like because I didn't want to be on these anti-inflammatories because they were fucking my stomach up. Like at the end of the day, I didn't have health insurance. Ain't that fucked up? So I didn't have health insurance to fix the tooth, but in order just to freaking keep going every day, I had to keep popping the pills. So when it comes to food, the store brand and the name brand, go to the name brand. And I swear, Cheryl, I used to be like, until I read that the oatmeal and it had bleach in it and metals in it.
That makes sense.
Because they don't want to spend whatever money Quaker is spending on to get the whatever the shit is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But when it comes to medication, you put those two medications together. Next time you go to the drugstore and you need something, flip it over. It will have the exact same medication and the exact same dosage. Little thing,
yeah.
No, it's not even one little thing. It's just the brand. When it comes to medicine,
that is true though, because I get
brand.
headaches sometimes. So opposed to taking Excedrin, like I would have went to like
CVS
brand, and I did always look at the back because once I went to school for aesthetics, I learned how to read. You know what's in things, you know, based off of skincare products or whatever. Right. So, you know, we all picked that up. But yeah, today they're just legal drug dealers.
Tylenol and I believe Excedrin are acetaminophen, and ibuprofen is the Motrins and Aleve.
But I had to leave Excedrin alone. I got too much anxiety from it. It's too much caffeine in it.
Shit, I love my caffeine.
But the caffeine causes anxiety. Which is, you know, in case anybody didn't know.
Which is good to know.
But good to know also, weed will be legalized real soon here in New York. So we will have more legal drug dealers. They keep
trying to lure us in. Fuck that.
Come in.
It ain't even legal.
What were we talking about? Before we get into what we really want to touch on, because that's going to take us to like 5 different parts. Was there anything else in the notes? Because we got to touch on our wigs. We spoke about...
You said wigs?
No, wigs, girl. Wigs. We got to talk about this. The government shutdown.
Oh, I'm really upset about the government shutdown.
I see everybody else is upset about the government shutdown.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
Want their W-2.
I'm not gonna hold you. This year, a bitch could use her tax money.
You can file your taxes, but the money is not being released. I was reading.
Then what the fuck I'm filing for?
I know. What's the point? But it's just like, come on.
I am gonna go to my lady and file though, but. She already spoke. It's just like, come the fuck on.
It is bullshit, though, realistically. Donald Trump did tell the people, Mexico's going to pay for this wall. Rawr. Then it became, what? What after that?
Honestly, I don't even keep up with the shit.
We'll pay for it and they'll give us our money back. Now it's just turned into, we going to pay for it, I'm going to shut the government down. Now, shutting the government down is affecting the American people, which is so annoying because the people who need to file their taxes. You got the people at the airports who are being mandated to work without pay. This nigga is like wilding, but you know what? I am not here really to discuss political views. Because, you know, everybody...
No, we're not, and you know what? Like, I've said a million times, like, I don't even really know shit about politics. I just know this nigga be wilding. Like...
like, that nigga Trump, he be wilding.
This nigga 45 be off the rocker.
The Simpsons told us that.
All the fucking time.
The Simpsons told us. See, Christine, your mom is working for free. So, you know firsthand how it's affecting us citizens. So, should we talk about R. Kelly?
Let's talk about... I don't even want to say it like that because that was going to be, like, terrible.
Okay, so let's talk about R. Kelly. And we're going to talk about everything surrounding this R. Kelly thing because I personally feel like as uncomfortable as this whole documentary and even talking to my own kids about this type of shit makes me feel, we need to talk about it more in the black community. And this is why a lot of people don't believe our young black girls and our young black sons when these things are happening to them because we are afraid of it. We always feel like it's not supposed to be us. Even like the sniffing coke shit. Growing up, I always thought that was a white person thing. I'm like, niggas don't sniff coke. Niggas don't smoke crack.
Niggas also didn't get cancer back in the day.
And niggas ain't get cancer. But you know what?
Everything is for everybody.
It's just like, yeah, everything is for everybody. So this needs to be discussed. I am very disgusted by the allegations that have been brought upon Mr. R. Kelly as a parent.
He did not have
sexual relations. I'm not gonna say that. He did.
He the fuck did.
I don't fully know if I believe all of the hostage stuff. I'm not saying it's not happening, but I'm just saying for me personally, but I do believe that he's sick and I do believe that he was sleeping with kids. And I'm very disgusted by that. Now it's like I hear his music. Who is he singing to?
So everybody wants to know the question of, you know, are we separating the artist from the artist from the human? I guess that kind of sounds stupid because
the artist from the monster.
The artist from the monster.
Sorry.
The artist is the monster.
And that's why some people can't separate, because a lot of times when you hear music, you relate to the person.
I never did though. Not
necessarily him. Well, you can relate to the mood. Think about it. You remind me of my Jeep. You know, you hit it. I wanna ride it. All of a sudden, you think about who you wanna ride or whatever it is. So you can relate to the lyrics. But now it's almost like, can I really relate to the lyrics? This nigga was talking about a Tonka truck.
I'm gonna be honest.
About a 7-year-old.
If I, don't say 7.
See what I'm saying? But that's how I feel about it now. So for me, it's very disturbing. Like, and it sucks because we want to protect our black men so much, and you out here, you don't even care. He's doing this to black women.
Yeah, mainly
black women, us, because he knew that they wouldn't believe us.
Or that could just be his fetish. I don't really think that he thought it through and was like, okay, I'm gonna target.
Yeah,
I think this is just who he's into. I definitely don't. And judge me, because actually don't judge me.
No, but you're entitled. This is a non-judgment.
But I think that I'm still, you know, it's not like, you know, he's in my playlist. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is something that I listen to. But I'm not gonna lie, I really like his fucking music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really can't. He's nasty. Kelly has one kinky ass fetish. I don't even want to call that shit kinky, Josh. That shit, we're not gonna call that kinky. That shit is sicky.
You know, listen. I see some of y'all on here saying like y'all still gonna play R. Kelly. Y'all don't only blame R. Kelly. Y'all blame the parents. Y'all blame this. Y'all blame that. Listen, I am not disagreeing with y'all. The parents are guilty for allowing these things to happen and being paid off. The parents are wrong, but it doesn't matter. R. Kelly is still wrong because R. Kelly is still sleeping with little kids. I don't care who else had a position in this. Everybody else and their mother could be wrong, but he is wrong and needs to be held accountable.
He is wrong, and young girls are manipulative. And if Memphis Bleak hit a bitch up at 15 and was like, let's go, I would have been like, it's The Rock.
But see, that's another thing. But that is another thing.
They are young and manipulative.
Listen.
But I'm not going to front. I was mad confused, and the girl was like, my mom said sometimes when she called, like, you know, they would pass the phone to her, but other times she couldn't get through.
What that mean? Your mom's calling?
Your mom is checking up. Hey, sis, what you and Kel's doing today?
Y'all good? Y'all dropped the new track? Y'all dropped the new track?
Keeping it tight?
I mean, his sleeping with Sparkle's 14-year-old niece, though?
But he met her at 12, sis. So you got to understand that when that 12-year-old girl walked into that studio, you were aroused. You were interested in the 12-year-old girl. You might have been... I can't even use sexual terminology when speaking about these things. Like, you might have been sleeping with this girl from 12, 13 years old.
Listen.
At the end of the day, you were attracted since you saw her.
Listen. Imagine, I'm sure everybody's parents have friends, right? Growing up, you always had an uncle that wasn't really your uncle or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't know who in our chat might have been, you know, affected by this, because you never know what anybody is going through in their life. But I'm just going to speak. How would you feel if the whole time you were 10 and 11 and 12 and 13, you know, he was uncle, and all of a sudden by the time you turn 16 now suddenly he wants to be more to you than that? Don't you feel, or even 18?
They usually don't.
Like he's still.
From what I've heard,
he's been watching you since then.
But from what I hear, they usually start when you're young, because you don't tell, and you're nervous and you're scared and all these other things. Because that's what he did. He was training bitches from what.
That's exactly what
he was training the girls.
The parents were wrong for even giving that type of freedom to their kids. I'm not taking away from it.
Yo, I can relate to the girl with the short hair.
It's still
my best friend. My mother was like, she has an older brother. Take your ass in the living room and call her. I was never allowed to spend the night nowhere. Everybody's like, oh, your mom is so young. My mom had me at 19, 18. And she never acted like a young mother. When it came to that, it wasn't no playing.
Yeah, some stuff I just feel like, you know.
It was not playing. Like, I don't know. And I've always felt strongly about things like that.
Yes,
like, and I still feel strongly. I feel strongly about people, like, the way that people are dressing their children. The way that people are. And I'm sorry. Like, I'm grown. Mm-hmm. So I can wear what I want. And if you look at me, you feel how you want to feel. Yeah. But as a child, it's not up to them. We're supposed to protect them. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. So it's like, don't put that little 10-year-old, 7-year-old girl that is a little more developed, because you know you got ass. So you know what your daughter got. Mm-hmm. Why she wearing leggings and a tank top to school?
But wait a minute.
You're not, what?
Can I interject right there?
You can.
I do agree with what you're saying. I'm not going to say that we should not dress our kids more age appropriate.
However,
we still need to teach young men that it does not matter what this girl may be wearing. You do not have rights to touch her, take her, harass her, none of that.
No.
It does not matter.
But that's not what I mean. I'm not talking about that.
I just wanted to clarify that because I feel like people will always say, oh, well, she dressed like she wanted. No. You still, it don't matter what, this bitch could be walking by you with a bra and a thong on. You might not know why. That does not give you any rights to say you can touch her. It does not.
You can't touch her, but guess what?
Unless she
that doesn't stop a pedophile from looking at you and getting his rocks off.
And it doesn't.
Because some people don't need to touch.
It does not stop pedophiles.
Some people don't need to touch. Yep. I know people that was out of the high school 4 or 5 years and was still chilling on Goodrich. Yep. What you doing? Yep. Why you on Goodrich?
I've had guys talk to me when I was in like LR and you know, they were much older than me. They had no business looking at me.
It was one specific white Benz that always after school. Always after school. And I used to be like, he old.
Damn,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't got no tea to sit.
And he was kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay. And I'm sure a couple of little girls, that's fucked up.
No,
it's nasty. It just don't make no sense.
It definitely is. And it's, you know, let's talk about that real quick. Because they had that whole thing floating around Facebook saying, before y'all get on R. Kelly, let's not forget about y'all girls who
hold on. Josh said, look, Josh did the thing. Okay, sorry. I keep calling him Josh. Joseph did the thing. And this is his first night here. But don't do that, Josh. How you gonna say
it? Don't. But why some women
put themselves in that situation?
What situation is
Which
that?
Which situation, Josh? Because now we're gonna put. We like your question.
Yeah, I want to know so that way we can elaborate.
You heard Janelle? They heard Janelle.
Well, yes, my niece was knocking on the door. My sister had to tell her, get your ass in the room.
Older kids from the hood. Yes, the older guys from the hood. You don't remember? Yes. You don't remember when we came in when we came in 9th grade? It was a select crew.
Yeah, there was.
It was a select crew that was like this. Yo, how you know I was gonna do that?
I didn't know.
Yo, my wine was spilling and shit. It was a select crew, and I'm not gonna front. I'm sure we all had a crush on one or two of them. You know what I'm saying?
It was a select
crew. Being grown.
I'm not gonna say
being grown, but also testing the waters.
I'm not gonna say that.
Definitely. You know what? It's not even all. It is grown, but it's also like naive and you don't know. You testing the waters literally.
But it is the naiveness. You know
Sorry
what
for
I'm
the
saying?
whispers, y'all. But
I know.
But I'm saying I'm sure most of y'all know those people that were in high school. I'm really cool with some of them. The catwalk, aka the Spanish hallway.
But what is it do you think that we could do? We need to stop men like R. Kelly. We need to stop men from feeling like it's okay. I
think that we need to educate our daughters and make them feel comfortable with hanging out with us.
Yes, but not only that. I feel like what could we do for black kids, women, for our voices to be more valued than our white counterparts? You know, because everybody kept saying that. If this was like white little teenage girls running around here talking about R. Kelly did this shit to them, that nigga head would have been on a stick in front of the castle, okay? But because it's a bunch of black girls, it's jokes, it's memes, nobody believes that R. Kelly's acquitted. What do we do?
I have something, and I'm not sure how everybody's going to feel about it, but one thing that I can say is you can educate yourself and you can speak more appropriately.
Yes.
Sometimes people will listen to you if you use the right words. People will listen to you if you have the right approach. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, I'm sorry, but it is the angry black woman. I've noticed that. Because I've noticed that I've been cursing somebody out, saying all that shit, and they're like, okay, but what? You know what I'm saying? But then I'll come to them I'll meet them at their level, and it's like, oh, you're so diverse. You're so diverse. Bitch, I'm not diverse.
I just know how to speak well.
I just know how to speak well when I need to speak well. And I know how to curse a bitch out on a day when I don't have to speak well.
How's that mean? My customer service voice went to Harvard.
Hello, bitch. I barely made it out of Nassau.
But we do need to call people out for their own actions, you know? And I feel like the biggest problem that we have with calling out the black men for doing these things is because we want to protect y'all so much. Just because we all came here together. The black women and the black men all came here had the same struggle. We had to watch the white man rape y'all just like y'all had to watch the white man rape us. And we had to breastfeed our kids. We all have gone through all of this trauma, so we don't even know how to go about this. We're literally learning right now. In our 400 years of after slavery, this is when we are really trying to make this change.
That's a fact. Wesley works at the high school. And I forgot, I used to work at Walnut, and when I tell you, it is a fact. Uniondale High School is filled with little. First of all, motherfucker, and I don't know why all of a sudden they can wear whatever they want, But like we said, they can wear heels and all types of crazy. They wear heels in high school. But all type the security guards are no.
Or does it doesn't make them grown. Professional?
These bitches ain't trying to look professional. Come on.
Maybe they practice.
They're wearing club dresses and heels to school.
That's crazy though.
I don't think it's necessarily to look professional. Literally club dresses. And these security guards is just out here. Do you remember? I forgot his name, and I will put him on blast because I don't care because he's fucking nasty. And I think one of my friends on here actually had a situation with him too, but like he was like looking at little girls' vaginas, telling him what he would do.
I have another
one that was bald headed, and he looked like he was from a Zane book. Well, he was from a Zane book. And he liked little girls in high school. And he was smashing the little girls in high school.
Let me ask y'all something. Now, I don't remember how many of y'all was in 6th grade with me, right?
From the 1st to the 3rd floor.
And I know niggas is going to remember this.
Wesley, don't look at them girls.
Who remembers when we was in LR?
Well, I'm touching
we had a teacher. It was cool. We had a teacher. I don't want to say his name because I don't know what this man's career is right now.
LR?
Yes. Bald-headed, brown-skinned man. He was a 6th grade teacher. And he made a lot of the students feel uncomfortable.
Tucker? Is that the Mr. Tucker guy?
Nah, Mr. Tucker used to be the old
LR,
AP at LR. At LR, back when my sister went. But he made a lot of us 6th graders,
bitch,
including
I'm about
myself.
To eat your salad.
You want some?
No.
Including myself, feel uncomfortable at some point in time. And you know, that was the first time I ever remember she said his name. I was gonna say his name. But that was the first time.
Mr. Thomas, that's the one. I heard about him. I wasn't in LR yet. I ever
personally felt uncomfortable from a man that was older than me. Like, you know, I mean, he didn't touch me, but that was my first real experience with not even feeling it by myself, but having other of my, you know, my fellow classmates, me and my peers feel the same, and we had to speak up and be a voice and say, you know, we were afraid, but it was like we knew this wasn't right.
What did he exactly do?
He was just like he looked at somebody's back, like he was just very touchy. Now, like I said, we were 6th graders. Now my son is an 8th grader.
That's fucking
weird.
He's
13, so 6th graders, we were 11. You know, so we could have easily been manipulated and things could have even happened and even been taken advantage of had we not even stuck together at that time and been the voice for each other. So, you know, I really feel like we have to really be that voice. We have to be unafraid.
Wanda said she has a bad memory from the teacher. See, that's scary.
That's all right, though. That's all right, Tanae. You know,
he
maybe
was
need to remember.
Kelly.
But
that's fucked up.
But some of us do remember, hence, you know, the names coming out. But that was like probably a lot of our first experiences with that, you know, and it sucks that we had to go through that in the district, but at least we were there for each other, I should say. Damn. I forgot all about that. I had no intention on even bringing that up.
So did he get fired?
I believe he was fired.
Okay.
I believe he was fired, or he might have got moved to another school. Whoever remembers, put that in. Put that in. I'm telling you, some shit happened where I remember it was like he wasn't necessarily fully reprimanded.
Oh, this bitch said she don't remember him.
Or some shit. It was something.
I don't know.
He was, Genevieve said. Was he fired?
She said yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, that was the first time that we had to speak up or something like that.
We had another one in the high school. I'm not gonna lie, and this may sound weird also, but I feel like our maturity level in the high school and the maturity level of the girls now was different. Mm-hmm. Because I know, like, security guards that were at the clubs we were at.
Yeah, I see
security guards. Like, they were chilling. Like, I know, now we're older. But no, I'm talking about when we were in high school. Some of them, you know, some of the security was good enough to come to the parties. Literally, the basement parties. Like, some of the security was at Rumba Sky.
Had no business being there with us.
They had no business. Like, they really had no business. But what I'm trying to say is we were more on a level of we could be cool with them. Whereas now they raping them again.
See, look, Preggy P said
that mad of them got arrested.
Her softball coach, Mr. Epps, got arrested.
Oh my god.
Mr. Harvey, like y'all remember these things? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I'm talking about like what was it? Okay, remember we had a dean that looked like Tommy from Martin, randomly. And he got fired for blowing a blowhorn in a girl's ear or some shit like that. But he was our first dean. We never had a dean before. He was right outside the lunchroom. He was tall and dark skinned. He used to wear suits. Like he was bald head. But he used to always try to be extra cool. He made me feel fucking uncomfortable. He used to flirt with me all the fucking time. And I remember he got fired too. But I don't remember what he got fired for.
Well, how many times have we been made?
Who got you arrested? Are we talking about the tall guy? What is his name? He was tall, he was black, and he looked like Tommy. We used to be like, you ain't got no job.
The Polish horse. Somebody got locked. One of the teachers got arrested for being in the mall with the kids.
In the mall?
Think about how many times we've been put in these positions to feel uncomfortable, whether it be at work, whether it be, you know, anywhere. Like, we are...
He was dumb tall, yes. Why nobody know his name?
I don't know.
Oh, my bad. Hey, y'all.
Put in positions to feel like uncomfortable from these people, but we were always afraid to speak up, or it's like you don't know how to really go about it. That's why I understand how some women may feel, you know, in Hollywood, saying that they can't speak up. Though. But I'm not. I agree, but that's us. That's the thing. Some people are weak. Some people need somebody to be the voice to help give them that push. And unfortunately, that sucks for them, because I wish that they would grow the balls to be like, you know what, this nigga did this. He needs to be penalized. I mean, and vice versa, because women sexually harass also. But that happens too.
Horrible bosses.
We become so.
Did you ever see her? All right, it's not funny, but you didn't.
No, I was supposed to watch it.
I heard it was really funny. It was hilarious.
I heard it was really funny. Of all. But women sexually harass too, because sometimes I'll catch myself throwing a comment back at somebody, and I'm like, damn, I'm around niggas too much talking like this.
That was aggressive.
So yeah, like, you know, I don't mean no harm. So I get it. Maybe they don't mean no harm, but listen, we gotta be more careful.
All right, randomly, who thinks was he skinny or muscular? Ruslan, you didn't even go to Uniondale. Who said something about your shirt?
Preggy P. Check it out.
Hey.
Yo, this is just an introduction for how we go again?
The show was all of that, and yes, we do it
all the time.
So such a in the air, just don't go nowhere, cause everything we do,
we all of that.
My posse and my crew,
we all of that.
I don't want to sing this no more.
Right. But listen, we old. We getting old.
Yeah, he was. Nobody gonna know his name, but he was the dean, and he was nasty.
James said, "I'm muscled now." That's James.
James is muscled now.
James used to come through with the bag with the candies, though. James been a hustler.
Used to do a lot of shit.
James been a hustler.
James, there's a song. James used to be down with 4 Deep, but we're not even gonna go there right now. We're not gonna go there, James. But yeah, we was 4 Deep and all that, and James was fucking hilarious. James is cool. James is cool. We came from a different era.
So pretty much, can people still listen to R. Kelly? I feel like we went everywhere. We watching the R. Kelly shit right now. I can't. I'm like, it's like, I don't even know.
I'm gonna probably still listen to his songs if I hear it. I'm not gonna like put money in his pocket, but like, what the fuck? I know the song. I know the words.
I know. Like, who's still gonna be
what
like?
What do you want me to do?
Happy people.
Come. That's like
He knows what he was doing. R. Kelly knew
I
what he was doing.
just use that as a caption to my picture for the vision board party. I gotta take it down.
What he was doing. He was like, I'm a be in trouble, but look, I'm gonna make songs like Happy People. I'm gonna make songs like what's the other Step in the Name of Love.
Ruslan, I have no clue how I know you. That's a
Ruslan is actually Devon's cousin.
I don't know how I know. He's whose cousin?
He's actually Devon's cousin.
Well, I think I know you from Rashad.
PJ and yeah.
But I don't know. He said he did not go to Uniondale. He did.
He might have. I feel like I saw him in school. I don't know.
I don't know if I saw him in school.
I
saw him a lot of places, but I don't think it was school.
State your set, nigga. Where you from?
I think he's from Hempstead. Look.
Damn, we chilling. Look at us on the thing.
We are chilling. But wait. I just want to say about this special though. The third part was super whack. Like, I did not believe in or understand all of this running to the hotel and I gotta get my daughter and come on, please come, and then she come and then R. Kelly was fucking this little boy girl.
I can't.
It just don't make no sense to me.
Like, I believe Sparkle.
I definitely believe that.
I believe his wife. I do think he's
one of Uniondale. Great. Right. Listen, if you strong. Thank you, CJ. That's hilarious.
You strong. What happened?
I didn't know Ruslan was from here.
I think he is.
James said he fucked last night to R. Kelly. Sometimes you might have to.
No.
You might.
No. I'm not doing it anymore. And I'm a love maker to love making music. I can't.
I like R. Kelly music.
I still strongly believe that R. Kelly is, unfortunately, the king of R&B. There ain't nobody doing nothing like that, nigga.
Where are you strong t-shirts? First of all, where are IMOU t-shirts? Talking about where are you strong t-shirts. Where are IMOU t-shirts for next Sunday? Right.
We waiting.
Right. Wait, what Christine said? Yo, I'm mad we got on Ruslan real quick. We didn't say we don't know you.
Kelly.
We definitely all know you.
Kelly.
Who's R. Kelly? Oh my God. He turned her into the boy girl, made her cut her hair off, and the guy that voice was disguised said that he made that girl his boy toy?
His boyfriend. So he was just fucking that girl who he made look like a butt and made look like a boy in a butt. Like, I can't. And R. Kelly got some songs, man, but
it was crazy too when TP2. Have you ever listened to TP2?
Ignition. Remember feeling on your booty? Like,
none of them shit.
Was he feeling on? The little boy girl?
No,
the boy
Lil'
girl?
Kim.
The boy girl. Yeah, in the video.
I know.
But in real life, was he singing it to
I don't want y'all
girl?
to think I'm vouching for him. I'm just saying I'm listening to his music. I am not vouching for that nigga.
But it don't matter. You're still entitled to your own opinion. Just like if you were a Republican versus a Democrat.
Nah,
sure,
if you like pedophiles, we can't be friends. I don't give a fuck about your opinion.
Yeah.
Nah,
but that's about to be a new thing. That's about, like, these people the same way they have transgender. They're trying to make people be like, it, like you love knows no age. No, you sick fuck. You come to that shit with my kids, I'm shooting you.
There's
bang,
actually
bang.
a movement. I forgot what it's called, but it's like a national movement of what did they call it? I actually watched a documentary on that. There is a whole. I'm gonna get back to y'all on this. There's a whole group of men that love boys, and they have like a society. They have a fucking society.
Listen, doctors fly overseas to fuck little kids. Real shit. And I hate, because I've watched human trafficking documentaries.
That's and really, little kids, they have sex.
That's really how it is. And that shit really disgusts me and it really disturbs me. And like I said, I'm the baby mommy with the clip. That shit, I'll shoot a nigga over my kids. That's word.
I can't. Did you? So that's going. Oh my god, man. Did you? Shit is just
yo, the crazy faces I'll be making. Y'all don't even tell me. Like, Cheryl, calm down.
No, the shit is just crazy.
Yo.
But that's like
Pop my scrunchie.
I thought you pulled a braid out, bitch. I was nervous. But remember I told y'all about the documentary of the lady who her kids. She had 3 kids. She had 2. She had the daughter was the oldest. Bitch, would you listen?
Sorry.
She had the daughter that was the oldest. She had the son that was the middle, and then she had a little boy that was like 6. And the little boy was raping the younger brother. And so the brother was the culprit for all of it. But at first the sister used to stop him, and then the oldest sister and older brother started having sex with each other and making the 6-year-old watch them. And then what happened, how the mom found out, was the son, the 6-year-old, I guess he couldn't take it anymore, so he came to his mom. He was crying, and this is graphic. And he was just basically like, you know, such and such, whatever the brother's name was. He was like, every night he comes to my bed and he pees on me. So then she was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, she's just like fucking flabbergasted. Like, and he's just like, every night he comes to my bed and he pees on me. And then he said the worst part. He was like, but every time the pee is sticky. That's what he told his mother.
I can't even do that.
And she killed him.
She killed the son.
She killed the son. She said that's not her son anymore.
I'll be honest, I don't even know what I would do. Because
she tried to kill both of them. She starved both of them. She beat them for days. She locked her son up in a room and she beat him for days. I wish that I could find that trial. She beat them. I'm going to find the trial right now.
I don't know what I would do. I don't know if, do you think that maybe she felt that anger because he was doing it to the son too? Like, maybe because, like, she felt like it was gay, it was pedophile, it was
she said all of that.
Yeah, that's a lot to, listen, I'm not going to say, I've never been there, so I don't know what I would do. But, you know, I don't know. I can't say if she was wrong. I can't say if she was right. I can't say what she was because I don't know what I personally would have done in that situation. That's crazy.
That's like just a fucked up. I don't even want to have to think about.
Yeah, I can't handle that. I'm sorry. I can't even deal with that.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
That's too much. That just, oh my God.
There's just a lot of fucking weird people in the world, but in the same sense, something happened to that little boy too, probably.
Maybe somebody did something to him and that she doesn't even know about. Yeah, and that is true, CJ. A lot of family
don't touch my kids. Hello.
Was kept within the family, but my kids don't go nowhere. My kids don't go with nobody. And if, for any reason, you know, a male has to pick up Amara to go to her dad or whatever the case may be, you better believe, the minute my daughter come back to me or she get wherever she go and I call her or she call me, how was the ride? What y'all talk about? Did y'all talk? Where'd you sit? I'm questioning. I'm questioning everybody. My son, because, you know what, and not as in like, did they touch you? I'm casually talking to you because I want you to make sure you felt exactly. You know, talking to me, but I want to make sure that I am very much aware of anything going on because we ignore it. We don't ask. Then our kids are crazy. We don't.
But this is every time I swear I'm putting Egypt in daycare so I can make my little money. Something crazy happens and I'm like, she ain't never going to daycare.
She don't need to be there.
Oh my God, but she do. And I feel like I'm holding her back. I'm scared to put my daughter in school. And this is why the last daycare I was going to put her in was a home daycare. And it was a husband and wife. No. And I said, did your husband change the diaper? She said, no, if you don't want him to. I said, fuck it. She can't even go to the whole daycare.
I'll be honest,
cameras.
my kids ain't never go to like Day. I had Day when I was young. Day came with me to school because I went to TAP. Then when I had left there, Day had a private babysitter, which was an old lady. And,
that's what I'm looking for. Somebody rent me your Haitian or Dominican grandma, please. I will pay her. She will cook for me.
Look at the picture.
Kelly, I can't. We can't make this shit up. I need a grandma because my grandma's too far. Yeah. And my mom is not ready to be a grandmother yet.
Amara had me and Tony. Tony worked overnight. Tony supposedly worked overnight, but we ain't gonna go there. I worked during the day, so he had it during the day, him and his mom, and then or my mom, and then right. And then when she got old enough, I was working actually at a daycare. I was a head teacher there, and she came right with me, and I used to go watch the cameras while I was on my break to watch her class. Then Munchkin been with my mom and Devon's mom ever since, and she just started the pre-K program at Grand Ave.
Vanessa.
No,
I'm sorry. I'm reading something. Vanessa don't watch kids.
Oh.
If Vanessa watch kids, stop playing. Because if you're talking about Miss Chandra, that is a wrap.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a fact, though. The whole camera videos and shit, we started seeing what people do to our kids. You know what? I don't even know if I can handle that. If I see somebody...
That's a fact. Nah. I'm not even watching the rest of the video. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I can't even watch. I'm not watching the rest of the video. Like, just imagine Sparkle seeing her niece.
We spraying everything up. I'm sorry.
Imagine how that felt, though. Sparkle seeing her niece.
Jesus. But then...
And I remember the video. Like, I could vaguely see it. He paid... You can't pay me, nigga.
He paid...
I want a heady.
That's crazy. Because the father went along with it, and the little girl still said it wasn't her. Look.
What is he giving these bitches? He ain't even got no money. He foreclosed up.
Everybody suing him. Everybody divorcing him. I don't know. I don't know what this nigga is giving out. But I don't want it.
I cannot. I don't know.
He crazy. I'm sorry, y'all. We so caught up in what we talking about. We trying to get to the comments, but it's just so
if Vanessa watch kids, Vanessa could definitely take my baby. Please. Vanessa could take my baby. That's what I need. Somebody that I know I can leave her.
Yeah, it'd be good. Social media is bringing more light to these things. It's bringing more awareness, and that's one of the positives of it. You know what I'm saying? It's allowing us to see what's going on and who's going through what and struggles. Just like us, social media is what has us on this platform right now. We're able to sit up here and vent with y'all, talk about what happened in our life, and just for y'all to listen, just so that way we can be, we can relate to whoever else may be going through these things. So that's the positive of it. So
I'm trying, y'all. They telling me to send Egypt to daycare. I really want to, because at this point, the girl gonna be reading and writing. Like, she is... Hopefully, the motherfucking Department of Social Services or somebody.
So expensive.
No, but I'm not gonna lie. We gotta thank God again. I did just get approved. Shout out to 1199 once again. They're covering Egypt. I got 52 weeks of daycare.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
But it's just different. I don't know how to do these things because I never really get the assistance. So, 1199 they give you vouchers, and I don't really know how to use it.
Pay me $5 million, I'll bird box to the shit. Genevieve is retarded.
I can't. Yo, somebody needs to, 1199 gang, play no games, boy.
Listen.
They will pay for you, honey. They will pay for you. They will pay you. They will give you a raise.
Daycare is tough.
$11.99 is the best shit that ever happened. Don't let them tell you LIJ is popping, because it's not. It's $11.99, bitch.
Daycare is tough for your kids, because if it's a big daycare, you don't know if they're watching your kid right. If it's a small daycare, they might be
you don't know if you're
doing
watching
too much
your
to your
kid right.
It's like, it's stressful.
And it's even like, and this is not even to say anything, but like having a cute kid is also difficult. I remember when Prince was a baby, and his daycare, his teacher, I would pick him up. First off, she would always have Prince. Always have Prince. And Tyler, because that's the one when they went together, the Michelle's. And then I would notice she was like kissing my son on the cheek, bitch. Right.
Is that sexual harassment?
Yes, the fuck it is. I don't know if it's...
It's something.
I was uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable.
It wasn't
that you're kissing my kid.
But still, like, but that's the thing. People think, they want, like, that's not making me feel more comfortable. I don't need you to do all the extra shit with my kid for me to know that you're taking care of my kid. Actually, I need you to put him in his place a little bit, but do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure he's good.
But you know what? Not only is the problem with them being cute, the problem is also
trash.
There's a kid I know. I'm not gonna say who the kid is. Who is? She's kind of rude, and she's not the first kid that I've seen been like this. Like I said, I've worked in daycares, and a lot of times, if you don't train your kid to be just a nice kid, you know what I'm saying? People won't want to work with your kid. People will mistreat your kid. people will leave your kid out. People will
Sanaya,
tell
did
other
I not
kids
have
not
this
to play with
conversation
your
with
kid.
you today?
It is our job as parents to try to raise these kids to
raise good people,
good humans.
I swear I was telling Pierre that, and people think it's cute. Like,
no,
this is the thing. Egypt is really cute. You want to know the worst thing for me? For me to be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. No. All right then, little bitch.
But in the same breath, that still probably makes her uncomfortable.
That's okay. But I'm not saying that anybody Egypt, she has a bad attitude. And Pierre feeds into it. And she's daddy's little girl. And dad. And it's like, bro, you got to understand, that's somebody else's headache soon. Yeah. You understand me? And you don't want to be at the school and you wondering why your daughter over there in the fucking corner.
And everybody else is playing this game.
Everybody else is playing because you've conditioned her to, number one, feel like it's okay to not do what she don't want to do. And number two, you've conditioned her for the damn teacher to not like her ass.
And sometimes, like Amara, Amara's a good kid, but sometimes not everybody can deal with, her attitude or whatever the case may be, which is cool. But I still talk to her and I'm like, look, if you weren't a problem in the first place, or if you didn't do this in the first place, then the teacher wouldn't look at you as if you're causing trouble right now. Because there's times where she's like, well, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. And that's cool because that does happen. But guess what? When you are targeted or you are the person who is, always giving a problem, they don't even believe you. They won't give a fuck.
That's a fact. That goes for anywhere.
Here we go with this shit. Hi, Jenny. Tosh and Genevieve. If y'all don't just DM and just cut it.
I love that. We make miracles happen here on Vet and Step. Friendships, relationships, situations.
Everything kind of is just
anything can happen. It's the year. It is the year. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we should. I don't even know how we got into kids and raising kids, but we also need to raise our kids to be more I guess it comes with being the freedom thing again.
Yeah, because the emotional freedom.
You want them to be able to say, you shouldn't touch me like that.
Yeah, and feel comfortable. Or, you want your kid to be the one who
you know what I mean?
Like Brittany said earlier, she was like, I was always that kid who they knew not to bother me. I'm going to tell my mother.
Yeah, like easy.
My mother
like
is
that. Like,
know.
You don't want no secretive ass kid.
Cheryl ain't innocent. Me?
And it's so hard to make your kids comfortable enough to tell you everything. And you want to know everything. But in the same sense, you got to... What did you fucking... Ooh.
He said, don't put my boy in black. Look, then y'all can't come over and sit and be shot niggas out. Y'all better leave that for the DMs.
They do it right in the comments,
right.
girl.
Hey, y'all, eyes.
Right in the comments. Who else is hooking up in 2019 on Vet and Sip?
Who ready to cheat in 2019?
Here we go. Go ahead, Cheryl. Ask your question.
Yeah, all my questions. The one I asked earlier during the week was, after how many days of not having sex do you get crazy? Could y'all tell
that was me? It's 9:46 and we are starting sex.
Could y'all tell that was me? We
tried.
We're not going to stay there, right?
We tried.
We're not going to stay there.
I hope not.
Could y'all tell that was me who needed to know? Because at that very moment, y'all, I was feeling a little crazy. I was like, it's been how many days? Oh my God. I'm out here stressed out. What the fuck?
Right now, I don't have a time limit, so.
I mean, I'm good today.
That's good. I'm happy for you.
Time limits, though. We were talking about time limits earlier.
Limit. Isn't that funny? I didn't even mean to do that.
You threw that out there. Do you guys feel like there's a time limit on when you do things in your life?
I definitely feel like there's a time limit on things in my life. And this is with my battle, like, specifically my battle with college and, like, buying a house. Like, I'm so happy for everyone that graduates and everyone that buys a house. But I'll be lying if I say I didn't have a teeny tiny anxiety / heart attack every time I see someone else cross the finish line. And I'm like, damn, bitch, I'm still back here.
I love the honesty with that, though.
Yeah, I
love that. I love that.
I have to be because I'm so, and it's like never to hate because I'm not hating. It's like, damn, that's dope. Like, I can't wait. It's more of a I can't wait, not a damn, I wish it was me. Yeah. I never get the I wish it was me. You just want to know when it's like, damn, I can't wait because I'm going to get, I'm going to do all things that need to be done in life. I know God has blessed all of my endeavors. Yeah. But in the same sense, it's just like, that's dope. She did that already. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I thought that was going to happen at this time. Like, I thought 30 was like, when I'm 30, bitch, life is
retarded
together. I thought 30 meant something. 30 is like 22.
Okay. It is.
30 is like it's like Nassau from you into high school, bitch.
This girl on my job said, I like my guys older. And my boyfriend is 30. I looked at that bitch like she was crazy. I was like, girl. I was like, girl. 30. I said, these 30-year-old men are still little kids. I get what you're saying, though, where you feel somewhat of like a rush, like, shit, am I not moving how I need to be moving? But I still do feel like everyone is on their own path. You know what I'm saying?
That is motivation.
It is motivation, definitely. It's inspirational too. If you're the smartest man in the room, you're in the wrong room. I used to always say that. So always be around people who inspire you and who motivate you to be better. Always, because you'll never fail, and everybody has a different time to do things. I got married at 25, right? Married at 25. I'm 30 this year. What was I doing? Why did I do that? I know why I did that. I know what caused me to go there and what made me do it, and it wasn't always for the right reasons. And that goes back to time limits, and feeling like what you look like, these hood relationships, these hood relationship goals, these people who are still together because of what we look like and blah blah blah. Listen, realistically, because the reasons why I got married, I probably should have never got married. It needs to be more. And now at my age and because of my experiences, I know more of what I want, and what I deserve. And if I do get married again, who it will be with and why would it be with that type of a person. You know what I'm saying? So don't let time limits rush you to do shit that you shouldn't do. Don't let time limits make you feel like you need to make these moves, because you might put yourself in a situation where you're not even financially ready because you got the opportunity to look ready. So everybody has their own path. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your own shit, and just and be in the here and the now.
There are things you should. What are things that you should have at 30? I used to feel like there was things you should have at 30, but I think more so now it's like not materialistic things. Like I think that you should have a certain level of respect for yourself. I think that you should have a certain amount of knowledge.
Yes.
And when I say knowledge, I don't mean book smarts.
Street smart.
Street smarts and book smarts. You know what I mean? I think that there's certain things that you should have acquired. Like you should have definitely got a bank account or a couple of bank accounts. I think that you should get a bank account fresh out of high school or in high school. You know what I mean? A job, bitch. I mean, I've been working since I was 15, so we're not even gonna go there with me. But definitely a goddamn job.
I think that if you're not on the search for some type of
you should have love and health at 30. I'm definitely not going to say that. I'm going to say you should definitely have health.
Real friendships.
But there's no such thing as should. Real friendships. If you don't have a real friend by 30, I don't want to say that means that you are not a real friend, but either you too real.
I said that like 2 weeks ago. I was like,
either you too real or something's not right.
Not clicking.
You should have your own spot. I'm definitely not going to say that you should have your own spot. All right, let's get into what Wesley is saying.
You should have more comfortability with yourself too.
Let's say what Wesley is saying. He said you should have your own spot, at least a good level of credit, unless there's a reason. So first off, there's always a reason for everything.
Yes.
Secondly, I'm gonna bring myself into play because I've always had my own spot since I was 18. Me and Pierre have been living on our own.
Shout out to KP. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. But because I had my own spot before I was 30, I had fucked up credit. Mm-hmm. So I don't think necessarily right. The way
checks and balance.
It was the checks and balances thing. I had to outweigh the good with the bad. You know what I'm saying? A nigga needed cable, even though she had cable already and had to use a different name now. It just is what it is. So I'm not gonna say that you should. I don't like the should thing.
Yeah, because I've moved out. I moved out when I was 21.
You should love the skin.
Me and Tony, we had a house. I moved also with Devon. We had an apartment and stuff like that. So I've done the whole movement. But clearly, if you see where I'm at, I'm back at my mother's house, and that's because of my shoulds turned out to what they shouldn't be, and I'm okay with it. That's why I say I think that you should become comfortable within your own skin by the time you're 30. Comfortable with your common sense. Comfortable with yourself.
Every black mom. Like you're not even black.
And respect, because you should know how you should be treated, how to conduct yourself. These are things that you should have mastered. How to express yourself. How to express
make people
yourself.
Listen to you.
This is what we need to be really making sure. Things aren't always materialistic. You know what I mean? Like.
And it's so crazy. I like what Ruslan is saying. And I think that me being someone that has been living on my own for so long, one thing that I definitely, I'm not going to lie, you'll get the bitterness. And it's even something my friend posted me. She's like, y'all be mad as fuck when somebody got supportive parents and be quick to call them spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I'm guilty of it, bitch. I ain't have a supportive family. You know what I'm saying? So when shit is hard for you and you've been out here with shit on your back, literally like Elmer Fudd, making it happen since you 18, you do feel a little more beefed up than the person that's next to you that's living at home with their mom or has the opportunity to live at home with your mom. Even like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever it is, it's like, it's when you have, it's like only the strong survive type shit. Yeah. But when you're a warrior and literally have had no choice but to be a warrior at life, it's not that you look at people as less than you. It's just like you ain't been through what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, just because I'm living on my own and I'm struggling with bills, it don't mean that I may have been through what you've been through. Yeah, you might have beat cancer, bitch. All I did was live on my own.
Live on my own.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
So like that's why I had to be more mature, because it was a time when I'm like, bitch, but you live at home. That was my favorite thing. But you live at home. But see, where you live though?
Wesley said bills and shit. There's no reason why anybody who's 30, whether you live with your mother, whether you live by yourself, is not paying bills. And I don't mean just a phone bill and a car note. If you not paying some type of rent in your mother's house, if you ain't doing some groceries, if you ain't buying your kids the things they need to buy, and we all got bills. So if you are living rent free, scot free, no bills, no nothing, kudos to motherfucking
kudos and buy a house, bitch,
yeah.
and let me fucking co-sign on the shit, build my credit with you.
But I do agree. By now, you should at least be trying to strive to have your own, and by your own, I don't mean just your own place. Because I'd rather you sit at your mother's house and hustle and bustle to create your own business that's going to make you even more money, opposed to you just buying a house just to say you got a house.
Right.
So definitely fight to have your own. And when we say have a house,
fight for stability.
You know,
because you don't want to get that house, bitch, just to
own your own. To own it, not be renting a house or none of that shit. Own that shit.
Felicia, there is no way Felicia is 55 minutes late. I don't even believe it.
I know, that's not
Felicia, I don't even believe you're 55 minutes late. Maybe you stepped out and came back. House poor. My manager told me she's house poor. Nah, Felicia, you are not 55 minutes late. But yeah, my manager told me she was house poor. But that's a lot of things that we get poor with. So real quick before we go off, one of the questions I wanted to know since tax time is here. What's the dumbest thing you've ever done with your tax money? What's the most, if y'all don't want to talk about the most you ever had, because you know, us with kids, we be out here like, cash machine. Cash machine. So you know we done did some dumb shit, because I ain't got no house, and I ain't got no foreign, and what else I don't got?
But having a foreign is dumb shit too. Just because you drive a foreign car does not mean you popping. I know niggas that's paying.
I didn't say it meant that I was popping, but I definitely could have afforded a house and a foreign car with all the tax money I've been getting for the last 10 years. My son is 10, sis.
That's
true. You know, because you've been doing it before me.
Well, no, I wasn't always filing taxes because, I mean, I was...
Oh, well, no. I was always working. Like I said, I've been working forever.
I think that, I see people who be driving these cars, though, and they fucking car note and they fucking car insurance be like rent. But then
KP has 2 years of income tax unspent. He bought a system in his car, mad clothes, bottles in the club. Definitely did bottles in the club. I definitely, Tiff here? Hey, Tiff. No, y'all late.
What did I do?
And Tiff follow. What the fuck?
I do? What was like the dumbest thing? I mean, honestly, the dumbest thing I let happen was it ain't here.
Right. The dumbest thing that I could say that I've done, honestly, came from just me being a young, struggling fucking mom.
Yeah, because you finally have something for yourself, and you kind of
like I could shop. Dumb shit.
I finally
Nikes,
got to get this. I
look,
needed
pink outfits, pink sweatsuits,
Lord.
Nothing. Going out to eat. Oh, bitch.
Going out to eat is probably the most. Yeah, that's probably the dumbest shit I do.
I done forgot how to cook every tax season.
Niggas don't cook nothing. Niggas don't buy no groceries.
Every
tax. Every day, every meal.
Like, look, I ain't never been to Ruth Chris.
I went to Ruth Chris.
I ain't never been to Philippe.
I didn't pay.
I'm saying I've been to all these places, but like back in the day when I was younger, it was like I'm trying to see what that shit about. Like
we actually went on like a date with this guy. Me and my homegirl went on a date with this guy. And went to Ruth Chris. It was 2 of us and 1 of him. After that, I was like, bye.
Yo,
that's what happens when you want to take 2 bitches out.
I was about to say, but then I take all my friends out.
Yo, act your wage, bro.
Act your wage. Tax time. Bird Box at the supermarket. Hey, Tiff.
I can't stand Bird Box.
Yeah, Bird Box was good, though. Oh, my God. So we getting cut off, y'all.
Tonight's conversation, I really feel like was good, though. I feel like
tonight's conversation was awesome.
I feel like we had such good conversation, and I was glad to see everybody's feedback. And hopefully we bring more awareness to these things. We protect our kids. But that's the good thing about all of us knowing each other's kids and knowing who kids is who kids. Because even like Taj, I always got to blow you up. We see each other every morning when we do the drop-offs.
Taj has a kid? I didn't know that.
Listen, I'm sorry. Look. I don't know.
He ain't hiding a kid. I'm sure he's
hiding a kid. I'm sure he's not drinking.
Well, we gotta find his kids so we can know what they look like.
I know what his kids look like, and you know what? My kids know who his kids are because they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna say your kid's name," but I'm like, okay, you see, although Taj is not like, "Here, Cheryl, here's my kids, come meet them." I know who to look out for. I know who to make sure. If you see my kid running across the street,
acting stupid, picking on people, because I've gotten out the car on little kids, like, leave them alone.
Yeah. Y'all have to know you out here doing this.
Exactly.
I've done it.
Yeah, I don't play. I'm that black mom.
You know, that's the good thing about us all having our kids, you know, I guess somewhat around each other. We all know who belong to who. And if people done told me they see my kids crossing the street, they be like, you Cheryl kids, right?
Exactly.
Tell your mother this person said hello.
If y'all see Prince, he got this face minus the makeup.
Like, that's right.
So
he does look just like you.
He got this face. So if you see Prince on the street acting a monkey, yoke him up real quick.
Wesley,
let him know you know me.
Is gonna be a 9th grader next year.
Yeah,
so
man.
I need you and Terry to be watching. But you know that's
Oh,
what
I
we here for.
can't wait.
That's what we here for. We here to be our kids' community. We raising all of our kids. They all hood cousins.
We are a community. They all hood cousins.
They all hood cousins.
At this point, like I said, you ain't done a community so damn small. It's no reason we out of high school 10, 11, 12 years and we still so. The community is strong.
Yes, it
Cliche.
is. That's one
you
thing
strong,
I always
strong.
say.
I can't lie.
You strong.
So yoke my kids up, y'all.
Yup, beat them, slap them, be like, yo, mother,
don't beat my kids. I don't like when people. I won't beat your kids, but yoke them up though.
But still be like, Cheryl, know you out here?
Say that.
All
Say
right,
that.
y'all. So
I'll smack all y'all kids.